welcome back. As we promised, we are going to dedicate our episode to topics related to Ramadan. And now we are going to speak about our diet in Ramadan. Fasting for 13 hours, it's not an easy job, but believe it or not, it's enjoyable. And you can come out of Ramadan that fit and healthy. How to do so? We are going to have the answers to our questions from our dear guest, Dr. Donia Shaeer, our clinical nutritionist. Thank you very much for being with us, Dr. Donia.
Thank you, and welcome to our esteemed viewers.
Happy Ramadan to you, dear, and let's start immediately with the most important elements which should be found in our two meals in iftar and suhoor during the 30 days of Ramadan.
Yeah. First of all, the most important thing is to drink water, because water is the best beverage and mandatory to compensate the dehydration that happens during the fasting hours. Then usually people like to eat dates. Eating from 1 to 3 dates to break the fasting is very important. Some people like to marinate the dates in milk the day before they are served. Other people like to eat plain dates. Then in iftar, usually people go to pray in Maghrib, then they come back to eat the starter. Okay, usually the starters will be soups and salads. There are many types of soups which are beneficial, and this arrangement is required, or we recommend the arrangement for the iftar to make the stomach or the digestive system is able to digest the food. Okay, and can prevent all the digestion issues that happen if people eat all the food suddenly and without any arrangement.
Any preparations for the other types of food? But Dr. Donia, let me take it from your answer and starting with water, because you mentioned first that water is very important to face any kind of dehydration which happens throughout the day and throughout the fasting hours. When you say water, you mean potable, clean water, or juices can be included, caffeine drinks can be included, soft drinks can be included, or it's a pure potable water?
Yes, actually the rehydration of the body is required by the fluids. The fluids, you can, sure, the water is the most important thing. You can consider the fresh juices are fluids, and you can consider the soups. Actually, the body gets the fluids 80% from the fluids and 20% from the food. Mm-hmm. Also, you can consider the fresh vegetables of the fluids that can rehydrate the body. But you cannot account the caffeinated drinks like coffee, tea, soft drinks that rehydrate the body, because they have a diuretic effect and the body loses water. For example, in the coffee, the body loses 100% of the volume of the coffee that the one ingested it, and the body loses 60% of the fluids or the tea that the one has ingested it. So you cannot account any caffeinated beverage or drink as a fluid.
As a source of water. But Dr.
Yes.
Donia, of course, the most important, or let's say crucial issue with the people fasting in Ramadan is to be deprived from caffeine, particularly those who used to drink a caffeinated drink as a very first thing to have in their day. And they might suffer fatigue or headache or stuff like that. How not to do this is to prepare ourselves before Ramadan, not to depend on coffees or teas or something like that, or it's something which is going to disappear only after a few days of fasting. Which is which?
Okay, this is a very important question. And many people suffer from headache, dizziness during the fasting, especially in the first days, due to the lack of caffeine. So the one should prepare himself before Ramadan to decrease the amount of the caffeinated drinks that the one take it during the day. And also, the one should avoid taking tea or coffee in the suhoor time. The last cup of tea or coffee, the person should take maybe 4 hours before suhoor time, because it will make
it will cause insomnia if we continue to take those doses of caffeine throughout the night. But Dr. Donia, let me also focus on something else, which is practicing sports, because there are many people who are used to go to the gym, for example, and in Ramadan they don't know, is it better to go before iftar or after iftar, or does it depend on if I am practicing sport to lose weight or I'm practicing sport as a routine in my life? Which is which in your opinion?
Okay, the two options are important, or are before iftar, if the one has practiced sports, okay, it is beneficial for the patients who suffer from insulin resistance and obesity. Because this sports will aid to increase the metabolism and fat burning. And if the person practiced the sports after the iftar time, 2 hours after the iftar time, okay, it will aid to improve the blood circulation, blood pressure, and will decrease the blood glucose level.
Yeah, since the Fatimid era, we are used to eat many Oriental desserts and Oriental dishes in specific. And in fact, these days, all the sweets shops are really very much innovative. And every Ramadan, there are new dishes or new attractions to all of us. Unfortunately, so many people come out of Ramadan with many added kilos. They do not lose weight, they gain weight. How to prevent this from happening?
It is the question of the portion size. Okay, people shouldn't be attracted to eat high portion sizes of all the types of Oriental desserts. And the second point is in the time of having these Oriental desserts. Actually, the best time to eat this one, not after the iftar time directly, because when you have a large meal, this will make a very high load, or it will make the insulin spike, and this will make the insulin destroy the glucose in the blood, and make the one suffer from hunger right after the meal. So the person should wait 2 hours after the meal and take it as a separate meal. And people should consider the size of the dessert, and maybe if we have 7 days a week, so we have to make 2 or 3 days for the dried food, like khushaf. We have and we can make a 1 day or 2 days for the fresh fruit as dessert. So when the one make a different choices of the desserts, this will aid the person not will gain this weight after Ramadan.
Dr. Donia, also Ramadan came in the winter and throughout the academic year, meaning that we do have our students going to schools or to the universities, and the year fasting. How their diet can be such a support for them to study well and to even go into exams and stuff like that, and avoiding this kind of fatigue. I mean, for example, should we add the healthy fats to their food, like olive oil, for example? Should we add nuts to their diet to make sure that they are going to be able to concentrate throughout the day despite the long fasting hours? In your opinion, how to do that? How to have this balance, I mean?
Okay, this will start actually with the suhoor. Never ever to skip the suhoor, because it's very important for the students to focus in the next day in their day. You have mentioned many important types of food. Sure, the nuts is very important. Nuts is rich in omega-3. Okay, this is important type. Second, the protein. The meal should contain any type of protein, like meat, poultry, fish, any type of protein is very important. Number 3, the fresh vegetables also is very important for the students. Also, the cereals like the corn or the
oat or barley, all the grains.
This is very
but here
important.
I should ask you, Dr. Donia, then you do not prefer at all to use any supplements or any vitamins, and to depend only on the vitamins we take from food, not to resort to medications. True?
True, yes, true. Food is the best source for any vitamins or minerals, or the source of energy. So the students shouldn't rely on the food supplements or vitamins as the source for their energy or for their nutrients.
If I wanna use Ramadan to lose weight, how to do so? I mean, the intermediate fasting was a trend for some time, and there are so many people who are even used to use intermediate fasting throughout the year to make sure that they are going to keep themselves fit and to maintain their weight. How I can use Ramadan to lose weight and in the same time to enjoy the holy month?
Actually, Ramadan is very good chance, and Ramadan fasting is a very good chance for losing weight. But the people always compensate all the time, all the fasting hours, by high caloric in the diet. So the benefits of the fasting are lost. They have to make a caloric restriction. They should never skip the suhoor. They should replace or maybe replace the fatty food or the unhealthy food by the healthy choices. For example, the food that increase weight is the carbs.
Yeah.
So we have to make or to ingest the carbs maybe the last thing in our meal. So we should start with the beneficial types. As I mentioned, when we eat starters like salad and soups, then we take the protein-based food. We will reach nearly or we will reach satiety. So if we eat the carbs at the end of the meal, so we will not eat a lot amount of these carbs. And the intermittent fasting actually, on the reviews or the research, maybe you can, if we compare the intermittent fasting and Ramadan fasting, actually you will find that Ramadan fasting can stimulate autophagy, okay, which is a process that eliminate the dead cells or the cancer cells from the body.
Yeah, and all the free radicals and before taking antioxidants with fasting, we are always doing the process. Yes, Dr. Donia, thank you very much for your input. Have a very good day and happy Ramadan once again. And by the way, on the 1st of March, it was the very first day of Ramadan, and we had the finals of the modern pentathlon competition here in Cairo, the World Cup. And Farida Khalil, the 14-year-old Farida Khalil, the Egyptian, clinched the golden medal. This was for the adults, and she was, of course, the champion of the juniors for many times. But now she is the champion for the adults championship, and she was fasting. And she expressed joy that she clinched the golden medal while fasting. This is it. This is the spirit of Ramadan. Right after the short break, we are going to return back with more, so stay tuned.